In DRX, we have the ability to create a post edit, which is a flag that will run. DRX has the capability to create post edits. Post edits run after certain triggering events like a change of financial information or a change of status or even a prescription being sold. Those post edits then apply custom criteria that you create inside DRX to determine whether or not DRX should track that post edit, block the post edit, or block the prescription rather from moving forward, or to create a warning that will prompt the DRX user to do something about that prescription, but still let it continue on in workflow. You can see the new post edit queue up here at the top, which has some numbers representing the number of uncleared, blocked, and warned prescriptions. So the red number of 2 tells us that there are 2 blocked prescriptions that need to be cleared by a user, and we have 3 that are set to warn that will give you that little notification that somebody should look at that before too long and give your team a way to trigger human intervention on particular criteria. A blocked prescription, and you'll see an example in a moment, will change the status of the prescription to blocked. It's a new status. It shows us a pink label, and that'll prevent the prescription from being sold to the register. There'll be a warning that says you cannot sell this because it's a blocked prescription. So let's talk about how to create a new post edit. Click down here where it says post edits. You'll see all of your post edits when they were created, what log level they're at, and whether or not they are active. You can click on the show inactive to see other ones that you're not currently tracking or using, but by default, DRX shows you only the active ones. So we'll go ahead and here and click edit, and we'll call this one a DA schedule flag. We'll set this to block. Now, in order to unblock it, we need a permission that DRX will ask for to make sure that the user can do that. So this is every available permission in the system. So we'll just put in type in control. We'll use the same process controlled substance. It'll be the same. Any user who can do this permission can also unblock this post edit. So we'll say we'll evaluate this anytime the status changes on a prescription. Now, if we save that, that's great, but notice there's no criteria, meaning we have a post edit set to block, but DRX still doesn't know what things we should block on. That's what this criteria here is. So we'll do add post edit criteria. And we'll first start with the dispensed item. We'll say if the dispensed item DEA schedule is greater than a 1, so this would cover anything from 2 through everything else, we could set it up that way. And we'll hit save. So we'll now process a prescription and see what happens. So I'll start a new prescription here. We'll pick a random doctor. And we'll pick some hydrocodone since this would be a Schedule 2 prescription. And I'll just kind of blast this through here and we'll push this through. And you'll notice that the prescription immediately goes to a status of blocked. And the reason for that is because the status changed and this is a controlled substance here. And our criteria was anything that was Schedule 2 or higher would be blocked. So if I go over to my post edits, I can see I have a blocked prescription here and I can go through and hit clear. This post edit queue, by the way, also has the assignment available. So you can assign different of these blocked to prescriptions to certain users, and then you can also filter the queue to see only users, only the blocked prescriptions or track prescriptions, et cetera, that are assigned to you. Now, if you'll notice, this one actually triggered multiple post edits, and it's possible for more than one post edit to trigger. So this one triggered our negative profit and our shampoo to cash. So both of these are in here, and only the block ones will prevent something from being sold. So to clear it, you can select a couple and choose clear. Once those are cleared, you can go down here and see which user cleared it. You can also hit the undo button and put something back into blocked if you need to as well. From this queue, you can do all the other basic workflow steps. You can print, scan, edit, and verify, as well as assign multiple to a particular user. So if a prescription is blocked, and I'll undo this one here just to give you an example. If I have a blocked prescription and I attempt to sell this through the register, DRX will complain about it and will say Phil has a blocking post edit and cannot be sold, which is what blocked actually means in this context. Now, by the way, we can go back and edit that post edit and make things even more specific. We could say, well, I want anything where the DA schedule is greater than 1, but we also want where the DA schedule is less than 3. And so this would give us obviously only Schedule 2 controlled substances. You can see the same kind of process with negative profit versus low profit. So negative profit is anything below 0, whereas low profit would be anything below 5 but greater than 0.0001, for example. So this would give you a completely different post edit. Now, if we had removed this lower bound here, then both the negative and the low profit would trigger on the same exact thing. Some other examples of things you can look for, you can say, well, if I'm dispensing this particular NDC to this particular bin number, or if you wanted to make it even more specific, you could say this bin and this PCN. You can even be more specific than that. By the way, all of these have to evaluate as true in order for the post edit to flag. So for whatever criteria you put in here, all have to match. Of course, we have status change, financials change, prescription sold, etc. So this is a brief overview of our post edit system. It gives you a lot of granular control over what you'll track, what you'll create as a warning to look at later, or what will block a prescription from being sold through the register. More features to come, but I wanted to stop and explain that. Thank you.